I need Sharyn to call in right now. Sharyn, call in the show right now because the reads are there, the notes are there. Where is Sharyn at?
When the accessories like Nene, but then they can't be in church, but then they can't do this. What the fuck? Where you had the choir director sleeping with the piano player and she got pregnant, all types of shit. I'm sorry, but is she the one that stole the wig, Jason? I'm gonna light your ass up for that one. I'm gonna need an ancestry.com because I don't see a bit of fucking Puerto Rican. You're gonna have to get over that. We got over that shower curtain in the background. You're gonna have to get over bitches going left and right. Talking about me, you know why? Because that's the only good pussy he'll ever have in his fucking mouth. I'm glad. Instead of running your mouth, run on a fucking treadmill, bitch. How about that?
I love when Sharyn shows up because Sharyn be having the motherfucking notes. She's going to go through them. Go ahead, Sharyn.
Okay, you guys, I only hit the clap button 2 times that time. But, you know, I guess that's the universe just going ahead and giving me my flowers. So I'll take it. I'll accept it. Welcome to another episode of Hot Off the Press. You guys know who I am. I'm Queen Sharyn, Queen of the Messy Report. I cover the mess so you don't have to stress because I do it the motherfucking best. Okay? So it's Monday, you guys. We're going into a new week. I hope everybody had a great weekend. My weekend was eventful. It was a proud weekend, proud moment. I had 2 of my babies that went to prom. Their senior prom, my niece and my nephew, they did the damn thing. They did the motherfucking thing. And I would give you guys pics and let you guys see and everything like that, but I don't let y'all in too deep, you know what I'm saying? Because those are my babies, you know what I'm saying? So I don't fuck around, play around with my babies. But they did the damn thing. They made me proud. They went to prom. They went to the after parties. They were responsible. They came home. It's so crazy because you see your babies you used to wipe their ass. I used to wipe their ass, and they probably gonna be embarrassed by me saying this, but you know, I used to wipe my niece's ass and watch them sit there and run around, and now, you know, they're about to go to college and they're at prom, and they were just, oh my gosh, I wish I could show you guys the pictures, but my niece was so beautiful, my nephew was so handsome. And I just am so proud of you guys. So congratulate them in the comments. Shout out to my niece and my nephew, Jada and Bobby. You guys did the motherfucking thing. 2023, graduating soon. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys, y'all notice anything different? Do y'all see an appearance or a reappearance? Do you guys see what's going on? My pinky nail is back, bitch. I told you guys I was waiting and that I was going to go and get it done and see if they can work their magic. And they motherfucking did. Now, this bitch was only grown in halfway, but they made it work. They did their motherfucking thing. And I feel complete. I feel just beautiful and magnificent. So with that being said, let's start the motherfucking show. Let's put this bitch up right here. The disclaimer, everybody. Now, this says right here that those badass kids that y'all got running around right now, those are your responsibility, not mine. So you could choose to put their ass to bed or you could choose not to. It ain't my motherfucking business, and that's on you guys. Also, this is for entertainment purposes only. Read the rest of the fine print, screenshot it, look at it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But I'm ready to get into the show, so let's get started. So, first topic on the docket. First, let me wet my whistle. Let me take. Oh, Lord, I said wet my whistle. That's something my daddy used to say. Okay, so let's get to the first topic on the docket. This beautiful young lady right here, you guys, Coi Leray. Coi Leray is back trending on social media. Okay, now you guys know we covered Coi Leray last week and the beef between her and Lotto. Just to catch you up really quick, if you don't know the full details, go back and look at the show or look somewhere on social media because it's everywhere. But apparently, Coi Leray took offense when Lotto put a line about her in her song about her shaped like a blunt, which Coi Leray completely overreacted, in my opinion, completely overreacted, went on Twitter, took to Twitter and just started ranting and raving and posting all types of tweets. And Lotto explained it was not in a diss. It was not a diss song about Coi Leray or anything like that. And she even gave her a shout out at her Coachella performance, which she didn't have to, telling Coi Leray that she, loved her body and, she didn't have anything against her. So Coi Leray, after that, tweeted again and was like, I was confused. I'm sorry. It was a diss song. I thought that since my name was in it, you were talking about me. We thought that the beef was squashed, right? We thought that or I'm going to say the clout beef, as I call it, because I think it was acting like you were beefing for clout. We thought it was squashed. We thought it was over. But guys, Coi Leray had more to say. So let's get into what she had to say. Coi Leray calls out haters during her performance at the Something in the Water Festival. She spoke to the crowd saying, people talk shit every fucking day. Every day there's a hater on my dick. A new bitch got my name in her mouth. Somebody got something weird. But the best thing that got me here is my team and, of course, number one, God. Now, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? God, number one. But you're missing somebody in that list, okay? Your team, God, and Benzino, your daddy. Because I got to be honest, and people may not like me for what I'm about to say, but I don't think if your daddy was Benzino, I really don't think that you would be a celebrity right now, Coi Leray. Okay? I really don't think so. And I think that you are, again, trying to do a clout beef, a beef clout, however the fuck you want to call it. But I think that you saw all the commotion that was caused between the so-called beef between you and Lotto, and you decided that you wanted to carry on, get attention, because there's no reason for you to even be bringing this up or saying anything like this when the beef between you and Lotto was squashed. And I don't know who the fuck else is saying your name or who is talking about you. I mean, besides the so-called beefs that you've had recently between Lotto and Jason Lee, nobody talked about you, Coi Leray, except for back when your album came out and you had sold 11,000 units. Okay, now it was more than Chloe Bailey, but still 11,000 units wasn't very impressive. That was the last time we were really talking about Coi. Now, I know people are going to say you're a hater, you're this, that, and the other. I think that Coi Leray is a beautiful young lady. I think she's gorgeous. I just don't think I can scroll through social media and I've seen more talented people than Coi that haven't made it, haven't been recognized, or nobody's, paying them attention. But I think that Coi Leray, I'm not saying she hasn't worked hard, but I'm saying that on that list of people, you should probably put your daddy, because we know that kind of catapulted you and helped you get to where you are today. Okay. To me, I just feel like with Coi, I feel like if you can't rely on your talent, she's doing what a lot of people do. As long as your name is out there and they're talking about you, okay, it's giving you some type of exposure, right? So why not keep this beef going? Because see, Lotto squashed it. Lotto squashed it. So for Coi, in her head, it's like, okay, well, how do I keep this going? How do I keep people talking about me? So a very good strategic move, Coi. But I just, to me, it's corny. It's so corny. I mean, I feel like if so many people got your name in their mouth and it's this, that, and the other, then Adam, say the name. I'm tired of subliminals. I'm tired of subliminals. A side note to you too, Lotto, because then you got on to Nikki and Ice Spice for throwing subliminals, but then you're throwing subliminals, and now Coi, you're throwing subliminals. I want to know who the fuck had your name in their mouth. I really want to know. Now, you did good at the performance. Busta Rhymes, brought you out. You were on stage. You were dancing. And your dancing is phenomenal. Your dancing, a matter of fact, I think you would have been better, you know what I'm saying, instead of trying to sing or rap, maybe being a background dancer, maybe being a model. That's just my opinion. But I think these fake beefs that people are trying to create, it's really getting old. It is really getting old. Koi, if you are going to be out there and you're going to be in the field that you're going to be in, then you need to rely on your talent, baby. Rely on your talent and give us something to see. Give us something to look at. Give us something to listen to. Give us something to talk about, except for besides you reaching. Okay. That, I mean, and that's, I mean, pretty much that's all that it is to say about that. You know, I props to you too for giving number one to God. Now that, and I love to hear when people sit there and give honor to God, because you are right. None of us would be where we were at right now if it wasn't for God. So I give you your props to that. And kudos to you for also giving props to your team. But I think your team also may need to sit down with you and strategize on other ways that maybe you can sell your music besides and get that attention besides creating fake beefs in your head. Because you didn't have a beef with Lotto. She said there was no beef, even though you hit all them tweets and you still talk shit after. You didn't have no beef with Jason. Jason said he don't got no problem with you. That's all you. And now you're reaching again. So, you know, put a name on it. Put a name on it, Corey. If you're not going to put a name on it, then stop all that ranting and raving. That was your moment to be in that show and just show your talent. And instead, you made it surrounded by still tripping over a so-called beef. So, Koi, you're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You are talented in a lot of different ways. Like I said, I'm not saying you're not talented at all, but not the you know, when I think about listening to music, I don't ever think, let's go listen to Coi Leray. And that's just the honest truth. And I tried to. I went back, I listened to your album. There was a couple of songs I could listen to, a couple of songs that were catchy, but I couldn't repeat them. After that, after listening to them and viewing the album, I feel like, you know, you could do better. So I feel like focus on your talent, Koi, and strengthening that. And I feel like you'll be much better. But I'm really over with the fake beefs and the reaching. Okay. Now let's get to. Did y'all hear that? Hubby just agreed with me in the background. I guess you know what I'm saying. He felt like we was having a conversation. Good to know that I'm connected. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater. And fuck it. If y'all think I'm a hater, then say I'm a hater. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. I said what I said. Now, let's go to the next topic on the docket. We have this guy right here. Okay, this is Roy Wood Jr. Now, for you, those of you guys that don't know who Roy Woods Jr. is, he is a comedian. Okay, he's been around for a while, and let's get into what we got to talk to about that. All right, Roy Wood Jr. speaks at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Y'all know we already finna get into some shit. A comedian, a nigga speaking at the White House. Let's get into it. All right. Okay, it says he is going viral for his comments at the dinner. Roy stated, "Drag queens are not at school to groom your kids. Even if they were, this is so fucked up. Even if they were, those kids are going to get shot up at the school anyway," which then the crowd began to boo. Roy followed by saying, "Don't groan, pass legislation." Now, I know President Biden was probably thinking in his head, this is the reason why you don't fucking invite niggas to classy events. I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? I don't really follow Roy. I've heard people, you know, talking about how funny he is, but I didn't think that comment at the White House, nonetheless, was appropriate at all. I thought it was so fucked up. I thought it was so distasteful. There are so many kids and so many precious kids. Sandy Hook, I know I'm signed up with that program, you know, with donating and I've it's just so many kids that were affected by shootings, you know, Columbine, Virginia Tech, so many kids that have lost their lives, so many parents that are still grieving their kids that they lost, so many shootings that have happened recently. And this is not something to joke about. And I think that is one of the problems that we're having in society today, is that people don't know where to draw the fucking line. Now, it wasn't like this when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, I've realized that dark humor is really, really popular. But I feel like that there should be a place where we draw the fucking line. And then you did this at, you know what I'm saying, the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And I felt like that was distasteful too. Like we got another nigga in the White House, okay, sitting there talking, be a comedian supposed to tell funny jokes, entertain the people, but instead you went up there and acted a fucking fool, okay, and got people to and people were fucking booing you, and I just, so wrong. So wrong. And I saw that and it literally angered me. It literally angered me because it made me think to myself, what day and age are we living in right now where it is okay to joke about the fucking shootings of a little kid? Even if the message you were trying to get across, talk to legislation, whatever it was, the message that with the comments that you followed afterwards, and the point that you was trying to get across, whatever point you was trying to get across was fucking lost. It was lost after saying that comment and saying what you said about those little kids. I think that, this is one of the times where I can't be with my Black brothers. I can't be on your side. I can't be on your side. I'm pretty sure that you know what I'm saying, have a awesome resume. I'm pretty sure that you are a funny dude, but that to me, just based on that alone, I will never watch this nigga. I will never go and look up a Roy Woods video and to laugh at or to enjoy. I feel like you crossed the line, and you really do. You owe an apology to all the people that you affected or that you hurt by the comments that you said. Learn to draw the fucking line, you guys, when it comes to comedy. Okay, there's certain things that we should not cross over into. And then let's take it to the drag queens at the school, and you not thinking that they are grooming the kids. Now, I got to say, I don't think that they're grooming, but I will say I disagree. I don't think that drag queens should be in the school. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the provocative clothing, you know what I'm saying, that some drag queens wear, or, just, how some things are sexualized. I don't think that that should be in schools. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I've seen some of the videos of the shows that are put on, and it was just, crazy to me, little elementary school kids watching drag queens and thongs. And I feel like, let's keep, the school place a school place. And it's fine to do things that are for entertainment for the kids, but nothing against drag queens, because I love drag queens. I love, what I'm saying, RuPaul's Drag Race. I nothing at all, but I just don't think that it's a place, what I'm saying, for the kids. So I would have to disagree with you with that, Roy. And I don't think that they're grooming them, but I don't think that it's a place for us to be putting, things like that in elementary schools and stuff like that. The same way I felt when Krishan and Blueface showed up, you know what I'm saying, at a school, and we're being motivational and this is that and the other, but she's pregnant. They're beating on each other every other day, allegedly, and all this is going on. But we're bringing them to a high school for what? For role models? Because that's no type of role model for kids to have to look at. So I disagree with you there, but I got to tell you, Roy, you are one dumb nigga. You are one dumb nigga. And this is, y'all need to get with y'all's team. Just like I said with Coi Leray. I don't know what the fuck they telling you. Who the fuck, somebody sabotaging y'all's ass. Because who the fuck would tell you to go out on stage at a White House event and joke about the shooting of children? I don't believe in cancel culture, but I think, Roy, that you need to take a motherfucking time out. Okay, I think you need to take a time out because that was completely unacceptable, and I just don't agree with it. So very distasteful. And with that said, let's get on to the next topic now. Oh shit! Now hold up, because I put too much work, okay, into this shit to not put my segments up. Okay, you guys, y'all know we're a work in progress. We're a work in progress, but we're doing it. So with the two topics we just covered. That was the messy report. Go ahead and put it up, babe. Messy report. Oh, shit. Let me not. Lean back too far. This shirt's a little revealing. That was the messy report. Now, moving on to the next topic. It's time for let's get into it. Go ahead and run it, babe. Let's get into it, you guys. So the next topic that we have on the docket is the bad boys Texas. Okay, Bad Boys, Texas. Now, can we put that up big on the screen, babe? Okay, so this is the whole cast, okay, of Bad Boys, Texas. All right, now I'm gonna try to describe this to you so you guys can, so you guys can just follow me. In the very, very front, the dark skinned nigga with sunglasses on, in the very, very front, standing next to Orlando Brown. That's Jonathan. Okay. Now, going to the left, you see, or going to the left and going straight back, you see the light skinned nigga back there. That's Anthony. Then going one person, two people over, that is Chef D. All right, babe, let me put it back in the corner now. All right, great. All right, so you guys, y'all know what our Let's Get Into It segment. That's when we really break it down and we really get into it. So let's talk about it, okay? Now, if you guys were watching last season of the Bad Boys Club, if you guys were watching that, then you know that Jonathan was on the show. He came in on the show later on, towards the end of the show, but he was on the show for a very brief moment. Anthony was on the show. Okay. Chef D wasn't on there, but Relly was on there. Now, apparently there is some beef between whenever I want to say Anthony, I'll be wanting to say Jonathan, but there's beef between, and it's Anthony versus Jonathan, Chef D, and Rel. Okay, where the money resides type guy. Okay, so you guys, so last season, Milan Christopher was on the show, and his homeboy Rio came on the show as well. Now, Jonathan ended up fighting Rio, and I mean, mopped the motherfucking floor with his ass. I mean, he drugged that nigga. Now, in the pictures that I've seen, Rio is already bald, okay? But Jonathan snatched him up and made him even more bald because all that nigga's fake dreads motherfucking fell out. Jonathan had him hanging out of his goddamn hat. It was hilarious. So there was already, you know what I'm saying, this image of Jonathan and him being this big bad wolf. Now he's on goddamn this season. He's on this season again, and now he's getting into it with Anthony. Now Jonathan is getting into it with Anthony because, like I just told you, he got into a fight with Rio. Okay, and recently Rio came to Jonathan's club, and Jonathan took a picture with Rio. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, Anthony took a picture with Rio, which made Jonathan mad. So when Jonathan saw that Anthony took a picture with Rio, he's taking to social media. He keeps saying how he's going to beat Anthony's ass. He was saying he couldn't wait until they got in the house and he was going to beat Anthony's ass. Okay. And apparently is really upset that he supposedly backstabbed him and is now friends and all kumbaya with Rio. Okay. So to Jonathan, he violated bro code. Now, in the house, also, like I told you, Chef D. Chef D now apparently has a problem with Anthony because of their internet beef that they've been having. And he kind of jumped on the bandwagon with Jonathan. And then you have Rel, who also has beef with Anthony. So, I mean, let's get it. I really liked you. I really liked you on the first season because I felt like, all right, you whooped Rio's ass. He deserved to get his ass whooped, and I felt like, good for you. Good for you. Now, it kind of went a little bit too far. You was getting chairs and, WWE and all that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you proved yourself. You beat his ass. You had to leave the house. That was the end of it. But since then, Jonathan, every time I see you are talking about beating somebody's ass. Every time. It seems like that any friends that you do have are only your friends because they intimidated by you. They intimidated that if they not your friend, you going to beat their ass. Now, you're not a WWE wrestler, even though you like to pick up chairs and hit people with them. You're not a WWE wrestler. You a hairstylist. But you are going around here and just fighting and threatening every motherfucking body. And you remember what I've always been told, which is always somebody bigger and badder than you that can whoop your ass. Okay. I've heard that since I was younger. There's always somebody bigger and badder. And it's really giving off, a bully vibe that you're just trying to intimidate and bully people. I don't think Anthony did anything wrong when he took the picture with Rio. Why? Because Rio came to Anthony's club for his birthday. Rio paid Anthony. Rio put money in Anthony's pocket. Now you can't let, shit get in the way of your business, of your bag. So for you to even get mad about that, Jonathan, I thought that was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? What was he supposed to do? Turn away all that money and sit there and say, okay, well, I'm going to, pay my bills with the friendship from Jonathan? No. So there was no disloyalty. He wasn't trying to hide it. It was out there on social media. He wasn't dogging you. He wasn't talking about you. And Jonathan even went further to say he was probably talking shit about me behind my back. Here's the thing, Jonathan. If you got to question your friends and you think that they are talking shit about you behind your back, they not your friends, baby. They not your friends. And not only are they not your friends, but you need to think about that if maybe you weren't such an asshole than intimidating people all the time and threatening to whoop their ass or making them think that you're going to whoop their ass if they don't agree with you, they wouldn't be talking about you behind your back. You got to be a better friend. You can't go around just threatening to whoop everybody's ass. What kind of friend is that? You didn't even try to have a conversation with the nigga. You just took the social media and then you teamed up with other people. It's definitely giving Mad Hoes link up. Let me keep on looking at my notes. Y'all know for this segment, let's get into it. I have the notes right here in front of me. Okay? I got them right here in front of me. Now, here's the thing. I like I just said, I feel like, Jonathan, that you are mad all the time. But what you should motherfucking be mad at is Zeus for goddamn airbrushing and editing them goddamn that 6-pack on your motherfucking chest, on your stomach. Bitch, we know damn well. We saw the actual videos. We've been watching the show. You ain't got no goddamn, not no 6-pack. No, you ain't chiseled like that. Now, I ain't saying you a fat dude, but I'm saying that you not chiseled like that. So you need to goddamn get Zeus, the Zeus Network, your team for sitting there and showing that you are imposter. You are imposter. Okay? Goddamn editing, goddamn a whole 6-pack on your motherfucking chest. And then you sitting here and run around and acting like you really do got that 6-pack on your chest and you just goddamn bench pressing niggas. I'm going to need you to calm it down a little bit. Now, let me go on to the next thing. Every time I see this nigga, and then he just reminds me of being so angry. So angry. Now, Chef D, let me get into you. I feel like for me that there are a lot of guys that are in this house that are intimidated by Jonathan, and they know that Jonathan picks who he wants to fight or he wants to, start something with or target by just going eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And don't nobody want to be a motherfucking target. So I will say props to Anthony because Anthony, at least you standing up for yourself. You're not acting like no bitch and sitting there and saying, well, I'm going to kiss your ass because I'm scared of you. No, you're standing up for yourself. But I will say Chef D and Rel, at this point in time, y'all are just dick gobblers. Y'all just dick gobbling. Dick gobbling. Because why would you jump into another nigga's beef? Why is it that Jonathan has beef with Anthony, but then Chef D, now you trying to jump in that beef? And then you and goddamn Anthony came to motherfucking blows. And that's another thing too. I watching the show and y'all got to go back and y'all got to watch the show. It's on Zeus. Two niggas fighting like bitches. I know niggas that when it's time to fight and they ready to fight, them niggas step to each other and they goddamn start swinging. Y'all motherfuckers stood and talked shit in front of each other like two motherfucking bitches. And then wanted to goddamn swing. And goddamn Anthony, I love you, but nigga, if you're going to be around a goddamn bunch of niggas, you're going to have to learn how to swing like a nigga because that shit you was doing and that windmilling shit was not motherfucking it. But I digress. My point is that Chef D, I really feel like that you don't want to be targeted, okay, by Jonathan. So now you're trying to jump on this hate train towards Anthony. And I think that that's really weak of you. Then we take it to Rel. We already know that Relly can't fight. We saw that in season 1. You could barely fight the white boy that you fought, and he wasn't even swinging back. Okay, and I think if I'm not mistaken, allegedly, Relly, you fell in the bushes when you was fighting him. So we know that you're doing the same thing, trying to jump on the Anthony hate train, mad hoes link up, trying to be on Jonathan's goddamn good side. But Jonathan sat there and said that he is a one-person army. He doesn't need anybody with him. And I do think that while I think that you can handle yourself on your own, Jonathan, you probably do mean that when you say that. But I do think that you do like to have followers. I do think that you do like to have everybody bowing down to you. I think that you do like to have people scared of you so that you look like the big dog. But it is really giving bullying. Bullying. I don't see anything that Anthony did that was really that fucked up. Now, Anthony, you do some fucked up shit. I ain't sitting there and just, taking up for you completely. But in this situation, I do have to say, mad hoes link up. Y'all are linking up and y'all are sitting there and going at three guys on one guy. Not fair. Not right. Not okay. Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let me see. Let me look at my notes. Let me look at my notes. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, well, shit. That's all the goddamn notes that I put down. Y'all, did I mention, too, that this show was going to go, you know what I'm saying, pretty quickly today? It was going to go pretty quickly because Queen got shit to do. I got shit to do. But I told you guys I was going to be here this week. I told you I was going to have my energy back this week, and I do. I got my energy back, but you know what I'm saying? Queen's on a schedule. It's kind of a tight schedule this week, so I got to keep this shit going. I got to keep it rolling. So bottom line, with the let's get into it conversation, the bullying has got to stop. We see this all the time on the reality shows. If it was one person by themselves, they wouldn't be able to stand up to the other person that they supposedly got beef with. But when somebody else is on them, then every motherfucker goddamn wants to jump on them and wants to join in and wants to sit there and be a part of the cool crowd. Okay? Y'all gonna fuck up, and Anthony know a lot of people, and y'all gonna get y'all's asses jumped. Y'all gonna get y'all's asses jumped, or y'all gonna get y'all's asses beat the fuck down, because the bullying shit is not cute. And Jonathan, you are such a handsome motherfucking man, but when you are goddamn angry, you just look like an angry motherfucking bull. Sit down, relax, pop a Xanax, do whatever it is that you got to do, but chill. You so talented, and you're gonna go around here and you're gonna fuck up the reputation that you've created for yourself of being a great hairstylist. You're going to fuck up your reputation because you're going to be known as troublesome and problematic, just going around and fighting every motherfucker that you see. Because I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't want to be in the same room as you. Nigga, I'm a woman and I don't know. Shit, you might still try to hit my ass, or a chair may goddamn come flying my motherfucking way. I don't know. I don't want to find out. But you're too talented to be so angry all the time and just trying to fight people all the time. Chill the fuck out. All right, you guys. Time for the next topic. It's time to address the mess. I just love the flyers. I get so proud of my daughter when I see that. Also, you guys, let me tell you something. Queen's still hanging in there with the blonde. Y'all seem to like the blonde a lot. Thank you guys for all the compliments, but I'm still hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? Still doing the damn thing. I'm gonna let you guys see what I got plans for next. I ain't even gonna tell you what it is that I'm doing. I'm just gonna pop up and show out. All right, now it's time to get to address the mess. Next topic on the docket. These niggas right here. We got Jack Harlow and Eminem. Can we put them on the big screen for a minute, babe? Can we put them on? See, Eminem, he done got older, but he is still fine as fuck to me. And yes, I am saying this, you know what I'm saying? And yes, my husband hears me. He knows that goddamn Eminem is like my damn high school crush. I've always thought this man was so handsome, and ain't nothing wrong with goddamn complimenting somebody on the way that they look. Jack Harlow, on the other hand, I'm not even gonna get into that. But let's address the mess, shall we? Now, address Jack Harlow. This is Eminem. On the album's second track, They Don't Love It, Jack references Eminem's famous Lose Yourself line about his mother's spaghetti with the lyrics, "The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomit and sweaters, and hold the comments because I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then." And then goes on to rap about how he outworks all his Caucasian competition. So let's get into some of the tweets of what you guys had to say. Let's hear what you guys thought about it first. All these new artists from the last couple of years need to learn how to humble themselves. Laugh out loud. They all think they the shit fresh out the door. Sit your ass down. Imagine pretending Mac Miller never existed. Shaking my head. Is that all we got, babe? Okay. All right, great. So, and you guys, a lot of people were upset about this, especially a lot of Mac Miller fans were really upset, and then him sitting there and saying that he's the best rapper since Eminem, and just completely ignoring uh, uh, MGK, But I will say this now: I wanted to really address this mess because Jack Harlow, you motherfucking delusional. Okay, now I'm going all the way in on this one because goddamn Eminem is the GOAT to me. Eminem is iconic. Eminem is a fucking legend. Okay, because with Eminem, the fact is that Eminem doesn't have to say, I'm one of the best Caucasian rappers. Eminem can just say, I'm one of the best rappers. Okay, I feel like you made it about your color, Jack, because it's pretty obvious. You know what I'm saying? You can't really make that comment as far as one of the best rappers, one of the GOATs, when it comes to all the rappers put together. And I'm curious to understand that people are saying that he made the comment and that he said, well, I'm the best rapper since Eminem. And so everybody's saying, okay, well, he said that he's the second best, Caucasian rapper. But did nobody hear the diss after that? He sat there and referenced Eminem's line about vomit and sweaters and said that he was the best rapper since him, but then followed it by saying, and I'm honestly better with the rapper that came to your mind, which everybody knows when you say vomit and sweaters, that yes, that's Eminem. And then you say that you're honestly better. I think that, Jack, you need to motherfucking goddamn humble yourself. Really, really humble yourself. Ain't no motherfucking way you stepping on Eminem's toes. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Eminem is the GOAT. If you guys had to go on a rap battle, one-on-one against each other, Eminem would fucking slaughter you. Slaughter you. And it makes me wonder if this is like a publicity technique. Okay? Because you're doing that and your new album is about to come out. So you're creating all this hoopla about your album coming out by sitting there and calling Eminem. Now, everybody that if you follow Eminem like I do, everybody knows about the very public beef that he had with MGK. And they went Machine Gun Kelly, and they went back and forth, song for song, dissing each other. And to me, when Eminem came out with Kamikaze and he dropped the songs dissing MGK, that was it for me. That was it for me. Eminem, he is such a lyricist. He's a motherfucking genius. He has rapped with the best of them. He has been accepted by our community. And let me tell you something else. Despite the fact that I know Eminem knows that he's one of the best rappers, not one of the best Caucasian rappers, one of the best rappers, he's humble. He's humble. He never oversteps, never does any of that, but it's so humble. Just the people that he has rapped with, the verses that he has dropped, whether it be funny, whether it be serious, whatever it is, whether it be about politicians, this man is a fucking genius. And for you to sit there and say that you are better, I think you are motherfucking tripping, Jack. I would love to see Eminem and goddamn Jack Harlow in a motherfucking rap battle. Even though I know who the fuck would win, I know who would dominate that. I want to see them in a rap battle, just so Jack Harlow, you could goddamn be humble, so that you could be humble. And I'm not, I'm an Eminem fan, but I'm not gonna lie, MGK has had some good stuff too. He's had some good stuff too, but I definitely don't think that you are the best Caucasian rapper that's been out there. And Jack, I would really sit there and say, come talk to us when you can sit there and say you're one of the best rappers out there. Come talk to us when you can say that. And come talk to us after we hear this album that they're telling us is going to be, genius. Now, there are some songs, and my kids is probably going to hate me for this because they love some Jack Harlow. But I'm going to call it what it is. And then I really wish that we could get out of the motherfucking habit of thinking that when you come onto the scene and that you're new, that you you are gonna make your way up to the top by dissing the motherfuckers that paved the goddamn way for you. That somewhat they may not have paved all of it, but damn nigga, they was putting some gravel and some pebbles in there to sit there and create a path for you to get to where you're at right now. I feel like maybe you should have been thanking Eminem, and if you didn't want to thank him, then don't put him in your song at all. But I think that this is a publicity stunt. I really do. And I really want to know what black rappers that you think that you're better than. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are better than Eminem, Eminem is better than some black rappers. So I want to know, put a name on it, Jack. Put a name on it. But don't you come after my motherfucking Eminem. That is my goddamn in another life hubby in my head. Okay? Eminem. One of the only goddamn white men I'd motherfucking get with is that goddamn Eminem. Don't say no shit about him. Don't come for Eminem. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now fans are in an uproar because the Mac Miller fans, I mean, are going crazy. Now, for those of you who don't know, Mac Miller, of course, a Caucasian rapper, and he died a few years back of a drug overdose. You may know him because he was dating Ariana Grande at one point in time, and fans are really, really upset about that. You know what I'm saying? And Mac Miller was a good rapper. He was another Caucasian rapper, and that was good at his job, but also could be thrown in there as a really good rapper with everybody in the pot. I think that just stirring it up and putting it with white Caucasian, that you were trying to stir the pot, but still be careful. You was trying to stir the pot, but you didn't want the pot to boil over, Jack. And that's why you didn't say of all rappers, because you were scared of the backlash that you was going to get. But create a beef with Eminem, get Eminem to go back and forth with you, get more views, and followed more with your album coming out, and boom, it all works hand in hand. But I really do think 100%, Jack, humble yourself. All right, guys, that was the last topic on the docket. I told you this was going to be a quick show. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Hot Off the Press. Remember, you can watch us every Monday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can go over to my Instagram, follow me at Royal Queen Sharyn. You guys make sure that you are liking and subscribing, okay? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know who the fuck I am. I'm Queen Sharyn, Queen of the Messy Report. I cover the mess, so you don't have to stress. Until next week, deuces.